What's up, everybody? It's Joe Diesel. Just want to give a quick shout out to my buddy MGB. Want to say thank you for inspiring me to buy this kayak and to build it up. I've had a lot of fun in the water with you and appreciate your knowledge and your time, bro. It's been really cool. To my Sicario brother, you know who you are. Green on green, Hulk time, them Hulk greens. Thank you again too for taking me on the water with you as well. I learned a lot from you. You know how that day went, bro. It was awesome. So want to give a shout out to MGB and Bassicario. This kayak so far has been pretty dope. I really enjoy spending time fixing it up, rearranging it, trying to figure out what works best for me as far as fishing and tethering this and hooking that up, so that way this whole fishing experience becomes a lot easier. I'm gonna toss in a couple of clips of just random talking stuff that I thought about. Hopefully it'll piece together well, but the idea behind this is just how I've made it so far to work functionally for me. And I've seen a lot of videos out there of different guys putting stuff together, and it's really cool because I mean, these things are like cars. You can customize them as much as you want to benefit your stay out in the water. And I was putting my 2 cents out there to see if it works for anybody else, because I'm a very simplistic person. I like to grab a concept and dumb it down to its core for my understanding, and then kind of move forward with that. So I think this kayak is going to embody that as far as what I've done to it thus far. I've only had it like a week, and like I said, put a couple mods. The seat riser was my biggest one because I wanted to put storage underneath my seat with the limited space that we have on deck. So even rearranging my crate, I'm thinking of redoing that as well. I have the old six 1-gallon crates, and I'm thinking about going to a 4. I don't know. I like how big the old crate is. I just don't have a lot of use for all that space because I'm only bringing a select amount of tackle when I go out. I really like to dumb down what I'm taking out. So if I'm going to, let's say, Lake Paris, clear body of water, so I'm going to take more baits that are clear body of water eligible. The ones that make sense for a clear body of water. So not taking my entire tackle box or bags or all that other stuff, just the bare minimum of what I need. I think 4 rods is definitely enough, but I have enough space to take 6, and going from there, we'll just see what happens. So check out the video, let me know what you guys think, and we'll get some more videos on the water. All right, guys, quick update on the kayak. We had a handle break, so we just rigged it for now until I get new ones in. But I just finished my seat mod. There we are. You can fit 6 tackle boxes, a bunch of other junk underneath there. So far, I've got my crate, which I'm going to reconfigure too. And then other space for storage. I actually have a little grab side pack thing here, which, well, I got to figure out a better way to get it secured. But for now, I can unzip that. It's a little pouch that I got a bunch of junk in there. So far, so good. And I've actually sealed up a lot of these open spots here, silicone, trying to get water from getting inside the hull. And this will be the setup for now. Attaching this thing, I had already had this aluminum bar here at aluminum angle. It's 1.5 inches by 1/8 inch thick. And then I went to Home Depot and bought this one, which is 3/4, I believe. 3/4 inch and wait, one more time. 3/4 by 1/8 inch thick. And then these 4 little bolts, lag screws actually, which I just put them in there for now to get them in. I'm probably going to silicone them later. Don't pay attention to that stuff. That's a little piece of stuff I had here. So, on the cheap, it cost me, we'll say $20 to raise that thing, I guess. Because actually, this alone was $14 for a 36-inch piece of it. This I bought years ago, probably for the same price that I bought that, and that was a 48-inch. Bunch of bungees, a bunch of ways to store this stuff on there. I lost this guy, so I got to get a replacement one of these. This I think it's an insulating foam that you put on piping between walls. Have a little bit extra left over. I figure I'll just plug it for now until I buy a new drain plug. But so far it seems like that seat riser is going to be the ticket for me, because I really like being able to store all that underneath my seat. I'm probably not going to take that many boxes out with me, But to know I have that much storage is really nice, because I can put water bottles underneath there or whatever have you that I need. Because now that I've been on this kayak twice, I'm starting to figure out what I do and don't want, do and don't need. And my second biggest problem now is reaching behind me to get to the poles. I might mount them lineal, might line them up here, maybe on that side. I don't know yet. I just stuck this together real quick, fast and in a hurry, because I want to get out in the water, and I didn't want to spend too much time trying to configure it before I went out in the water. I just want to get it done and get it on there, start catching some bass. And I don't know if you can see on my Instagram that I caught that 8-pound bass the second day the first day I was actually out in the water. So I bought this thing, rigged it up, next morning went out, caught that 8-pounder. Don't mind the noise, I got a lot of noisy neighbors. I forgot to mention the actual seat attachment. So as of right now, I'm gonna have this thing zip tied to the angle, just in case I flip, it doesn't come off. I also have it zip tied in the front, right about there. And then the bungees that are actually attached to the kayak themselves are wrapped around the little seat mount that goes in there. And a lot of other stuff I'm going to tether to the kayak as well. I have a bungee for, oh yeah, right here, my fishing pliers that I have to my bag right now because I went fishing yesterday. So there's those, which I'm going to pull these off and probably place them in this area somewhere. And the idea is, if I'm sitting down, casting out this way or casting out that way, you're going to catch a lot of junk. But the idea is kind of like having your holster there. You know, everything's ready at my right hand that I need. All the stuff that I'm not very familiar with on my left side, that's why it's all empty. But, you know, just kind of put it together and trying to figure it out. So now that I'm poking around again, I took out some of the tackle boxes, and realistically, I think getting a, what's it called, a small little toolbox. I've seen a lot of guys with the Craftsman toolboxes that go underneath here. I might get one of those, but in pulling all the stuff out, I realized that you know, we probably carry too much stuff when we're bass fishing. I got a couple of bags of various plastics, definitely my nightlight, wacky rig tool, more plastics. But what I'm getting at though is, like in here, I've got a good assortment of jigs, some chatterbaits, a frog, some other topwater stuff, and I actually just pulled that out from a trip I did yesterday. And here, more jigs. I'm a sucker for jigs. I don't know why I like skirted baits so much, but I do. And more topwater. So I might just combine these two, call that one, and then this one here with my swim baits and other stuff in there too. So what I'm getting at is, out of all this stuff, and this is me being minimalistic, there's 3 of those little tackle boxes. We'll say 4 bags of soft plastics, worms, craws, swim bait trailers, a little bit of mono if I decide to do some drop shotting, and then back to this guy. So I'm probably going to carry realistically at least 4 rods, 3 bait cast, 1 spinning reel or 1 spinning combo. 2 of them are going to be on braid. As far as the bait casters, maybe 3, maybe 1 on fluoro. I don't know yet, depends on how I feel. So this is still kind of overkill, and what I'm trying to do is get rid of all the weight that I don't need, and I've cut down quite a bit so far, you know, and walking back and forth in the last 20 minutes or so fixing this thing up. And my thought process is definitely, when you're going out to a new body of water, taking a look at what people have caught there in the past and what they're catching right now, water clarity, forage species, and then picking what baits to take with you. So my last trip I went to, place I'm not going to say because I don't want to blow it up, but me and my buddy MGB, me and Sicario, we've hit the spot. I've hit the spot with them, and I've learned that this water impoundment is a little bit tannic, a little bit dirty. Water visibility is probably, I don't know, 1 foot, 2 foot. Forage species is going to be bluegill, and what I've been noticing is that they're hitting on a lot of baits that I'm not even bringing. They're biting on baits that I would never use. So again, secret I'm not going to say, because you know, that's Sicario life. You can't let that be known. It chooses you, you don't choose it. The bottom line though is I'm taking the precaution of overloading my kayak, number 1, and number 2, loading stuff I don't need. So that's basically the video for right now. Just a quick overview of the yak, the new mods I've done to it, a little bit of jibber jabbering, and that's about it. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and catch you out in the water.
lost him, bro. I had it been the same fish. Let me hold him up. What? He's fucking nice, this one. Right off the top lip, homie. Girthy ass one. Girthy. Look at that,
Sicario power.
Hook just came off.
Turn to the side.
Hold on, let me de-hook him.